Hey everyone, welcome back to the podcast. I'm thrilled to have on John McAfee, the founder of McAfee Antivirus and Ghost Token. John, how's it going?
It's good, Tom. Thank you for having me on. I'm very glad to be here, my friend.
So John, we only have 30 minutes, so I want to jump right in. I got two quick overall questions, then I want to dive into Ghost. First question for you, do you think that crypto actually matters and it'll be ubiquitous? Like, is crypto a virus, or do you think it's the operating system that the world's going to be built on?
Well, crypto is based on a mathematical formula called the blockchain. And the blockchain is the first technology that has not come from the bowels of the first world-changing technology that has not come from the bowels of a government black program within the military or from IBM, Microsoft, Apple, Samsung, or some other corporation. It came from the people. And the technology, by and large, has been open source. If it's not, we don't play with it. So open source means it's available to anybody. That what work you have done is now available to the world, that you can add to it, subtract from it, multiply it, whatever you choose. This is a, well, it's a defining moment in the evolution of the human mind, in my mind. And the first application for the blockchain was cryptocurrency. And cryptocurrency, the first application of cryptocurrency was Bitcoin, which has far outlived its life expectancy. I mean, good God almighty, it's 11 years old. It has no privacy. You can't put smart contracts on that blockchain. You can't run distributed applications. For 4 years, Bitcoin was all that people on the dark web accepted for payment. Now, the dark web, which is the criminal element of the world, and criminals always are the first to accept new technologies. I mean, good God almighty, when the telephone came out, who were the first adopters? The mob. I mean, they had nationwide phone systems so that they could coordinate nationwide criminal activity. What about the 8-cylinder automobile that came out in 1932? Criminals, gangsters bought it. Why? You could escape the police because you were twice as fast as them.
Nobody's catching you in that. Yeah.
I'm sorry?
Nobody's catching you in the V8 back then. That's
No. If you got a 6-cylinder Buick, you're not going to catch an 8-cylinder Oldsmobile. I'm sorry, it just doesn't happen. So bank robberies increased tenfold in the early 30s because criminals had the money. The police departments didn't. They had to run their cars till they were not running anymore. No, the gangsters got the latest cars. They got the latest phones. Now they're getting the latest cryptocurrency. What is the latest cryptocurrency? It's Monero. Everybody fucking knows this, people. Nobody accepts Bitcoin anymore. What was the value of Bitcoin? The value was its use as a usable cryptocurrency. And for 4 years, everybody in the dark web used Bitcoin. Why? Infinitely superior to credit cards, which could be traced to a bank account. Now, nobody in the fucking world accepts Bitcoin, people. I'm sorry, I wish they did, but they don't. What do they accept? Monero, the world's most privacy coin. Because if you send me $100 worth of Bitcoin, or I send you the same, forever after, each of us can look in our wallets and see how much do we have, what comes in and from whom, what goes out and to whom. Now, if a plumber came to your house and fixed a leaky sink, you wrote them a check for $20 and they went to your bank and said, hi, you know, I have a check from John McAfee for $20. Can you tell me how much money he has? And the bank goes, oh, absolutely. He's got X amount. And he goes, good. Can you please tell me what his last 20 deposits were and who they were from? The bank goes, absolutely, no fucking problem. And you go, and now, Mr. Bank, from forever after, every time something comes into or leaves Mr. McAfee's account, would you please notify me? And the bank goes, sure, absolutely. That, my friends, is what Bitcoin is. Please,
John,
God.
what do you think though about, I mean, Monero's great for private transactions and stuff, but people just trust Bitcoin. It's 200 times larger than Monero. So how do you think
It's not larger than Monero. It's not, it's nothing. You're talking about the fucking market. The market is created, monitored, and maintained by people who know nothing about cryptocurrency, my friend. They're institutional fucking investors. No, Monero is the only goddamn currency that's used. Nobody uses Bitcoin. People trade Bitcoin, but you and I and everybody knows that eventually people are going to catch up and catch on and go, oh, fuck me. Bitcoin's worthless. It is worthless. You know it's worthless. Please, God, what is the worth of a cryptocurrency? The use of it.
So
Monero.
So Monero is going to overtake Bitcoin. That's what you think, like long term, or do you think?
Of course it is. Of course it is. Please, God, let's wake up, people. Why was Bitcoin eventually worth as much as it was originally? Because it was used as a fucking currency. Nobody will use Bitcoin anymore. It's old, clunky, slow, expensive, with zero privacy. Nobody uses it. It's a piece of shit that the world has not understood yet.
So, John, just to play devil's advocate, because I want to hear your thoughts on this. I mean, there's a lot of ways that they're trying to add more privacy features to Bitcoin, right? Taproot, algorithms.
Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me? Yes, like there's a lot you can add to a Model T Ford to make it a fucking space rocket. Good God, wake up, my friend. No, it's stupid. Fucking please, God. You look like a man with a brain. You know better than this. You fucking know better.
John, I agree with you on the need for privacy. I mean, it's just not a reality.
Not just privacy. Not just privacy. Show me how the fuck you put a smart contract on the Bitcoin blockchain. Impossible. Well, what use is a goddamn blockchain without a smart contract? Everybody has a smart contract except Bitcoin. What about a distributed application? You can't put dApps.
Smart contracts there.
You can't put dApps on a. Please, God, please wake the fuck up. If you actually believe Bitcoin is worth more than 5 cents, then please explain that to me.
So John, where's the money going to flow, though? I mean, why are people buying Bitcoin today if it's not?
Because they're stupid. They don't understand the blockchain. That's why they don't understand cryptocurrency. That's why. Please wake up, people. Please, God.
So, John, let's talk about your new token, Ghost. You guys have a lot of. I mean, this is really well thought out. You have a full white paper on it. All the privacy features you're going to be adding to it. You know, how is this going? Is this live? Is this being released right now? What's the status of Ghost?
It's the main net is going live on the 22nd of this month. We already have done the airdrop to people with EtherShare. I just yesterday announced the Ghost telephone, on which the Ghost privacy coin will be based. And also today we announced the Ghost exchange the first distributed exchange, which you can exchange a privacy coin on. You can exchange it for Bitcoin. You can exchange it for Ethereum, DAI. Those are the three most popular. It's all absolutely anonymous and private. Please, if you think that you that people are people want a coin in which every fucking transaction that you made is visible to the entire fucking world. What insanity is this? Please, God. I mean, it makes no sense.
So
Every transaction you make, what balance you have in your fucking wallet, everywhere you send money. Let's say if you and I exchange $5 worth of Bitcoin, from now on, if you send $400,000 to a Bitcoin address in England, which everybody knows what the addresses are, that's really the Rolls Royce of London, I'm going to go, hey, which Rolls Royce did you buy? Please, God, wake up, people. It's a worthless fucking piece of shit. We all know it.
So John, when do people realize it though? I mean, let's
give
say
a
you're
shit
right.
when they realize. It's not my problem. I don't give a shit. All I'm doing is understanding what does have value. No, who cares? Who cares? Here's the problem with the cryptocurrency world. People are using it as a way to make money by exchanging. Do you understand the stupidity of that? Cryptocurrency is the golden fucking key to unlock your cage of financial slavery, people. And you're using it to scratch your fucking asses by exchanging it on exchanges. Cryptocurrency is not a goddamn market, people. It's a reality. It's a fucking reality. Monero is the only, well, and DAI. Monero and DAI are the only realities in cryptocurrency. The rest is fucking garbage, people. You guys are trying to make money off of it. Oh, fuck you. You can't. Fuck you.
So John, I guess what you're saying is that the exchanging, the storing value, that's all whatever. The real value is in changing the way people interact, communicate, stuff like that on a global basis. So all the financial, like the DeFi stuff, is kind of useless. Is that what you're saying?
What I'm saying is that cryptocurrency is a goddamn currency. Crypto currency. Those who use it as currency will create the value for that currency, which is why Monero is now worth 1,000 times more than Bitcoin, even though the markets don't represent it. I don't give a shit. In 5 years, it will represent it because people are smarten up. No, the value of any cryptocurrency is what is its use. DAI, what's its use? Never varies more than 1% from the US dollar. Well, not just DAI, you can pick stable coins based on anything. Diamonds, the euro, a basket of currencies. I haven't seen one about the length of anybody's dick yet, but I expect it soon. No, these are stable fucking coins. DAI never has varied more than 1%. So that's valuable, not as an investment. Who fucking wants to invest in something that never goes up or down? No, as a fucking usable instrument of fucking exchange, so you don't have to get out into dollars anymore, or euros, or pounds, or Japanese yen. Drop it in DAI, you're not out of crypto. It'll stay there absolutely without changing value for fucking ever. When you're ready to get into another currency, do so. Do you understand?
So John, what about for the giants though? Like, I mean, like the asset managers with billions of dollars, they want just the giants of the space, the banks, they want exposure to Bitcoin because they want to search for yield, they want an uncorrelated asset. They don't care about privacy. So what's going to happen to them? How do they get involved?
Well, they're going to lose all their money. If you think Bitcoin is a store of value, are you fucking kidding me, people? I mean, is the air a store of value? Is a garbage dump a store? Please, people, wake the fuck up. There's no store of value in cryptocurrency. There's just utility. It's always been utility. For 4 years, Bitcoin was utility.
But John, why can't utility be a store of value? Why can't my utility be?
It is. It is a store of value, but there's no utility to Bitcoin. Do you understand? What utility? Go on the dark web, find a single fucking vendor that will accept Bitcoin anymore. Nobody. 100% is Monero. Do you understand? So just like everybody in the very beginning on the dark web was Bitcoin, nobody accepted the credit cards. Now nobody accepts Bitcoin. Everybody accepts Monero. The world changes. People, wake the fuck up.
So John, going back to the privacy idea, you're launching Ghost, which is a privacy-focused token. You have a couple of use cases for it already, especially the cellular data plan. How does that then compete with Monero? Like, why should I use Ghost and not Monero?
Well, I don't know that you should. I'm not saying you should, but the problem with Monero is this: it cannot be exchanged on a decentralized exchange. It's because of the fucking, I mean, it's gorgeous as a privacy coin. You can't exchange it on a decentralized exchange. The blockchain is just too, we've tried, honest to God. Everybody's tried, can't be done. Now, what's the problem with Monero? When you do want to get out of Monero into dollars, yen, whatever, or Bitcoin or Ethereum, you have to exchange it on the centralized exchange. All centralized exchanges today are under the thumb of governments. Everyone. Try to get onto Binance without giving them your driver's license or your passport or your address or your bank account information. What? You're fucked. As soon as you get out of Monero, you're fucked, people. No, on a decentralized exchange like the McAfee DEX or the Ghost DEX, well, we got no information. We don't know who the fuck you are. You never had to put up your driver's license or your email address or anything, nothing. You're an anonymous motherfucker doing exchanges.
John, how do I originally get Ghost though, right? There's got to be some link between my wallet, my money, and Bitcoin or something, and Ghost. Like there has to be some link there, right?
Well, I mean, okay, we've already announced on the 22nd, the Ghost exchange will exchange Ghost, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and DAI. I mean, I don't know. Originally, you can't get any more. You're too late. Only holders of ESH, EtherShare, got Ghost coin. I'm sorry, you didn't hold EtherShare, you didn't get Ghost. You can buy it now. You can buy it on any number of centralized exchanges, but then you risk the same thing. On a centralized exchange, you got no privacy. On the 22nd, when the Ghost exchange goes live, you can exchange it and anonymously with anything you want.
Got it. I guess that makes sense. So I guess the other thing, John, is how do you build a community around Ghost? Like Monero has this ingrained community. We might not agree, or you might not agree, but Bitcoin has a massive global community. How do you get a community for Ghost?
I don't know. We already have one. Thousands of people on our Telegram. The Ghost coin started out at 1/10 of a penny. It's now $1.75. I mean, I don't know. It did that not by itself, but through the community, people. I mean, let's face facts. Bitcoin, people, has got no goddamn value at all. It's not worth 50 cents. You know it's not worth 50 fucking cents. I mean,
so Bitcoin's going to zero. It's just hard to think about.
Yes, it's going to zero. Of course it's going to zero. Duh. What's the value? If nobody will accept it, if no one will accept it, and you show me a single goddamn vendor that will accept Bitcoin, well, I'll eat my fucking shoe. Nobody does. It's worthless.
I guess why does it matter though that a vendor accepts it if everyone around the world accepts it?
Then you tell me what the value of a cryptocurrency is, if not the acceptance of the fucking currency. Please, what? I don't understand it. A currency, oh, I'll take $1 for this, or $3, or a yen, that's value. But no one will accept a goddamn Bitcoin anymore. It used to be everybody accepted Bitcoin. 2015, everybody accepted it. Now, no one will accept it. What the fuck is the value of a coin? No one accepts. I don't understand the question. I don't. Please, God, help me understand what your question is.
Yeah, I guess my question is, though, vendors don't have to accept it for it to have value. I accept it. I'm not going to hold an arrow.
You do? When's the last fucking, I'm serious, dude, when's the last goddamn time you accepted Bitcoin for something that you fucking sold? Tell me. You're lying to me and you know it.
We accept Bitcoin for our consulting services all the time.
How much? How much per month?
Thousands to dollars, thousands.
All right, okay. So you the only fucking exception I've ever heard of, and thank you for enlightening me. Okay, so maybe Bitcoin has some value. As long as you accept it, you show me another fucking person that will accept Bitcoin.
I gotta get a list going and ask people.
You get a fucking list and go on the dark web and look at the tens of thousands of vendors that only accept Monero. Wake the fuck up, my friend. I'm sorry. Wake the fuck up.
John, do you think, though, that the market for illicit drugs accepting Monero is bigger than the market for the world buying Bitcoin, though?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. But let me tell you something. The dark web is the beginning of all truth, of value. Do you understand? Criminals who use the V8 automobile to rob banks. Criminals, right? Why? When the V8 came out, bank robberies in America increased 10 fucking fold because the police were 5 years behind. Get in your V8 automobile, not V8, straight 8. You could outrun the fucking police. The mob, who was the first organization to use telephones? The mob, the fucking mob. Why? They could coordinate their activities nationwide. Criminals always use the first fucking technology. Please wake up.
So, John, what happens to our, let's say Ghost token, let's say Monero, let's just throw in Bitcoin, right? Why not? Let's say they take off in a massive scale. What happens to our government? Do we still have a government? How do we pay for the firefighters, the police? Like, what does the world look like?
How did we pay for them before we had income taxes, my friend? In 2013, America was the greatest industrial power in the world. We had no income tax. Fuck me. Learn some history. People. 1913. What? 1913. I said 1913, did I? Oh, 1913. Genesis 1913. We had no income tax. And prior to that, America was the industrial power of the world. When the income tax came, we lost that fucking position, people. So fuck that. That does not matter to me.
John, what do you think, though, about America today? You think we're losing our edge?
About what?
What do you think about America today, though, as a power, U.S. dollar as reserve currency? Do you think we're losing our edge? Do you think it's gone? What do you think about it?
Are we losing our edge? Would you look at the Chinese, the Russians, the Japanese? We're losing our edge. In 10 years, America will be a third world fucking country, people.
Got it. So I guess you don't want to live in America then.
No, I do want to live in America. I just can't. They won't let me back in. What can I tell you?
That's fair. So, John,
we're out of time. We're out of time, my friend. Thank you so much. I've really enjoyed it.
Thanks so much for coming on.
All right.